Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we have with us a gentleman here who's been singing the first part of the program, who I know is beloved to all of you. And he's here to tell us what's happening in his career. Once again, Andrae Crouch. Hallelujah. Thank you. Hey, what you doing? You moving to Hawaii?
No, I'm not moving to Hawaii, but the Lord has laid it upon my heart to start a leadership training station or mission. The endeavor of it is to really train young people that really have leadership ability to do more evangelism. Those burnout pastors, kids that really have leadership ability, to put them in an environment where they can really be motivated to exercise that training that they've achieved, and also to help train them in other areas. I also want to bring groups over, people that have the ability to really minister, that have been stifled somewhere, and train them. Because there's so many areas that I get calls for that I just can't go
You
to
going
all
to
the
train them
places.
some in some music too, or is it all going
Yeah, train them in music, that they can hit some of the foreign fields, foreign countries that maybe I haven't been able to go to. And we're going to teach languages, and so I'm raising money for that right now.
That's super. Well, listen, you disbanded the Disciples. It was Andrae Crouch and the Disciples, and so you're not, no more Disciples. The Disciples are moving to Hawaii.
Well,
different guy.
We're still friends and brothers and sisters, but we were on the road for 10 years, and it really got heavy, and it really got to the point that some of us just didn't want to travel anymore in that way. It's just a lonely life, going from hotel to hotel.
Oh, it's terrible, yeah.
And God just laid it upon our hearts to go our different ways and let Him develop areas in our lives that we felt that He wanted to develop.
You've been doing tremendous numbers of TV shows and some real good ones, you know. Is this what we hope for? That maybe one day the secular world, so to speak, the music industry would say, hey, gospel music is the wave of the future, or is it that too much to say?
Well, I prayed and asked God to lead me into more television, because there was no way I could reach everybody through going different places on the road. And I really have a burden for entertainers and things like that, and just the everyday John Doe that might like music, but he never heard the story of Jesus. And God has blessed me to do a tremendous amount of television lately. I did a special or television show with Barbara Mandrell and her sisters, and she's Christian, and
that's running this week, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, that'll be on this weekend, and
okay.
also I have another show with Tennessee Ernie Ford and Della Reese on this weekend.
Yeah.
And I just did the Mike Douglas show, and I don't kid around. I just tell them. I just did a show in LA with Stevie Wonder. It was called Show Vote, and everybody was doing their own thing. And Stevie Wonder's a great brother. He's really nice. He called me up, he said, Andrae, I just want you to get up there and do what you do. And I got up there and said, I don't know what you other people are into. There were like 18,000 people. I said, but I'm into Jesus Christ, and He's the answer for the world. And the Lord has also blessed me to sign with Warner Brothers, and I'm also on Light Records.
Yeah.
And you hear so much, so many times you hear so much controversy. People say Andre's going rock and roll. I say, where did they ever get that from? I mean, Mahalia Jackson was on Columbia Records 30 years ago.
Well, that just gives you a broader market. I mean, the more people to take the message to. If you don't have to compromise the lyrics, you sing what you're singing all the time.
That's right. I mean, and people will say those things. The ranch that we are starting, I want to be, see, I've had good Bible training. I've had good Bible teaching from my parents, and I haven't been discouraged like a lot of other people. Because if I wasn't really rooted in the Word, it could have discouraged me, and I could have just said, well, they think I'm going to be out there, so why not? If I really wasn't solid in the Word. But I mean I'm going to stand and say, I'm going to sing gospel for the rest of my life. World gospel. The gospel of Jesus Christ.
The answer.